Had started with British Pharmacopoeia yesterday. So we know that it is a national pharmacopoeia of the United Kingdom and it is published by the TSO, right? The Stationery Office. आगे क्या देखा था? Okay, a laptop just hanged. Okay, so it is published annually in August and it becomes effective on the 1st January, right? It contains all the monographs and texts of the which are incorporated in the European Pharmacopoeia. Next, it is a reference tool and the latest version is the BP 2020 with 6 volumes. Then we had seen the USP, that is the United States Pharmacopoeia, and it is published by in a combined volume with the National Formulary, right? It is published by the USP Convention. Then the latest current edition is USP 43 NF38, which became official on the 1st May 2020. Next, we had seen the European Pharmacopoeia. The current one is the 10.0 version, right? It is published by the EPC, that is the European Pharmacopoeia Commission. Next, Japanese Pharmacopoeia dekha tha. The latest version is the 17th edition, published by Pharmaceuticals and Medical Devices Agency. कोई तो unmute है, please mute yourself. Blessy. Okay. Next, हमने देखा था Ayurvedic Pharmacopoeia of India, the API, which is published by the APC, right? And the book is contains standards for quality, purity, strength of Ayurvedic pharmaceutical formulations. 2 parts, right? We had seen the functions of APC. हमने monograph के example देखे थे. फिर हमने AFI देखा, the Ayurvedic Formulary of India. Again, it is published by the APC. We had seen the difference between the 2 monographs. This is a monograph taken from the AFI. We had seen the difference between the 2 books, the API and the AFI. अगला हमने herbal pharmacopoeia देखा था, what content the monograph has, and we had seen the Indian herbal pharmacopoeia. ठीक है, IHP देखा था, which is published by the IDMA. Okay. 4 बुक्स जो है इंडियन ओरिजिन के उनके पब्लिश कौन करता है वो पता होना चाहिए. Okay, they are different for the different books. Then what the monographs of each of the each monograph for the medicinal plants वो हमने देखा था कि क्या क्या उस monograph में होता है. So today we are going to today हम लोग क्या पढ़ रहे हैं? We are studying the specified tests and monographs with respect to solid dosage forms. ठीक है? तो पहला क्या होता है उसमें we know what are solid dosage forms, right? We have capsules, tablets which come under solid dosage forms. तो उसमें क्या tests होते हैं? Friability, hardness, disintegration and dissolution test. We will be seeing each of these tests in a little depth. Okay? Starting with friability the friability test. What do you mean by friability? Friability का मतलब होता है the tendency to easily crumble, जल्दी से टूट जाता है, उसके crumbs हो जाते हैं. That is when we say that a product or a particular object or a substance is friable. जल्दी टूट सकता है, उसको बोलते हैं friability. Friction and shock are the forces that most often cause tablets to chip or to break. क्या रीजंस होते हैं कि एक टैबलेट ब्रेक हो जाता है या टूट जाता है? फ्रिक्शन एंड शॉक, राइट? The test is closely related to the hardness of the tablet and is designed to evaluate the ability of the tablet to withstand abrasion in packaging, handling and shipping, right? तो जो टेस्ट ये जो हम लोग कैरी आउट करते हैं फ्राइबिलिटी का, it is very much related to the hardness of the tablet. हार्डनेस का मतलब क्या होता है? कड़कपन, right? So why do we carry out friability? To evaluate whether the particular tablet or the particular formulation, solid formulation is going to be able to withstand all the shocks it's going to experience, the abrasions, all during the manufacturing, that is during its packaging, handling, shipping, etc. It is generally measured by the Roche friabilator. Okay, so also why do we carry out the friability test? To measure the mechanical strength of the compressed and uncoated tablets. किसके लिए हम friability कर रहे हैं? For compressed and uncoated tablets. They have not mentioned friability is done for capsules here. Okay. Next is it is measured by the Roche fibrillator. So this is what a fibrillator looks like, or the apparatus where we carry out the fibrillary test. ठीक है, हमारे कॉलेज में है ये apparatus. So this is what it looks like. It consists of a drum which is made of transparent synthetic polymer with polished internal surfaces and subject to minimum static buildup. तो ये जो transparent ये जो इसको क्या बोलते हैं? It is called the drum. ठीक है, it is transparent so that you are able to see the tablet. Okay, the curved projection extending from the middle means this projection they are talking about, this one. Okay, extending from the middle of the drum to the outer surfaces. ठीक है, it what will happen? Outer wall it enables the trembling of the tablets at each turn of the drum. तो वो जब गोल घूमता है, this middle projection, it's a metal kind of a thing. ठीक है, तो it वो पूरा गोल घूमेगा, and what will happen? It will enable the trembling, that is the falling of the tablet in each turn of the drum. तो वो drum ऐसे गोल घूमता है, and each time the drum turns, the tablet will fall down. A predefined number of tablets are carefully dedusted and weighed accurately. So if you are taking 10 tablets, ठीक है, एक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनी का ये इन प्रोसेस हम टेस्ट कर रहे हैं. So we will take 10 tablets from the particular batch. उसको हम अच्छे से उसको डस्ट करेंगे. ठीक है, we are going to dust it with a brush. उसकी सरफेस पर अगर एक्स्ट्रा कुछ मटेरियल रह जाता है या सब्सटेंसेस रह जाते हैं, so we're going to dust it nicely with a brush. फिर उसको हम वे करेंगे. ठीक है, टैबलेट्स को हम वे करेंगे, और वो वेट जो आएगा W1, we are going to write it down. Then we are going to place those tablets in the drum. Okay, and जो नीचे जो एलईडी स्क्रीन दिया है, ठीक है, एलसीडी स्क्रीन जो नीचे दिया हुआ है, there we are going to mention that we want the drum to rotate 100 times. Okay, it is prescribed in the monograph of the pharmacopoeia, where they roll and experience repeated shocks as they fall 6 inches in each turn. ये average है कि वो 6 इंच नीचे गिरता है हर टर्न के बाद. So each time the drum will rotate, the tablets are going to roll and they're going to experience shocks and friction, okay, and they will fall each time. So this is like mimicking this condition in the fibrillator is going to mimic the conditions the tablet is going to undergo when it is being manufactured in the company. मैन्युफैक्चर हो गया, वो बन गया टैबलेट, ठीक है, उसके बाद उसका जो आगे का टेस्टिंग होगा, उसका जो हैंडलिंग होगा, उसका पैकेजिंग होगा, देन ड्यूरिंग द ट्रांजिट फ्रॉम द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग फैसिलिटी टू द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सिस्टम्स, what all conditions it is going to experience, that conditions are mimicked in the fibrillator. Okay, then after the 100 turns are done, the tablets are reweighed and compared with the initial weight. So again you will take out the tablets, you will weigh them, and वो आएगा तुम्हारा W2, और फिर तुम उसको compare करोगे. Now visually when you detect if the tablets are cracked, they're chipped or they're broken, the sample tablets will fail the test, because they have to be so strong or so hard that they shouldn't easily break. नहीं तो क्या हो जाएगा, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग फैसिलिटी मेरी है, मैंने टैबलेट मैंने प्रोड्यूस कर दिया, मैंने मार्केट में भेज दिया, but by the time it reaches the end user or the patient who's going to consume it orally, when he opens it, they're all into pieces. Okay, so we don't want that to happen. So that is why we carry out friability, to ensure the quality of the tablet is at par. Okay? The maximum loss of weight should not be more than, NMT stands for not more than 1% is acceptable for most tablets. So we carry out a number of calculations, and if we check जो weight loss हुआ है, when will that loss happen? If the tablet breaks or it chips from somewhere, कहीं टुकड़ा गिर जाता है, ठीक है, अगर उसका जो weight है वो 1% से ज्यादा हुआ, the sample or the tablet will fail the test. Okay, but when it is within 1% of range, the loss of weight is within 1%, it is acceptable. Okay, this is all about friability. It's pretty easy. When you carry out the practical, everything will get clear. Second is hardness, where we are testing the hardness of the tablet. Hardness is the breaking force of tablets ठीक है. The breaking force of tablets is called hardness in pharmaceutical literature. It is defined as the resistance of the tablet against the applied force till it breaks. ठीक है. We are going to apply some force onto the tablet, and the resistance that it shows against that particular force वो होता है उस tablet का hardness. ठीक है. The tablets must be able to withstand the rigors of handling and transportation experienced in the manufacturing plant, drug distribution systems, and fields at the hand of end users. बराबर है ना? It is somewhat related. Fragility and hardness are related. So my tablet should be hard enough to withstand all that different kind of handling methods कि भाई box में pack किया है. It's not that one tablet is packed in one box, right? There are hundreds of tablets packed in one brown box and they're delivered. Some if the handler is going to just dump it down नीचे रख दिया ऐसे ही धड़ाम से फेंक दिया नीचे, it shouldn't end up breaking up. It should be so hard. Okay. Hence, the mechanical strength of tablets is of considerable importance and is routinely measured. Hardness, however, may affect disintegration. That is, if the tablets are too hard, it may not disintegrate in the required time period. And if it's too soft, it will not withstand the handling during subsequent processing. Tablet इतना भी hard नहीं होना चाहिए कि हाँ hardness test and friability test उसने pass कर लिया. But it shouldn't be so hard कि when I'm consuming or the patient is consuming it orally, the tablet, वो disintegrate ही नहीं हो रहा है body में जाकर. Okay, in the circulatory system, it is not disintegrating and it is not showing its effect that it intends to. उतना भी hard नहीं होना चाहिए, लेकिन इतना soft भी नहीं होना चाहिए कि यहाँ पे टैबलेट बन गया और वहाँ पैकेजिंग के टाइम के लिए चला गया और टूट गया. It shouldn't happen like that also. It has to be somewhere in the middle. The tester is operated manually. It consists of screw, point, and measuring scale. So this is what it something looks like. Okay, the tester, there are n number of models for hardness. ठीक है, हार्डनेस टेस्टर्स बहुत मॉडल्स के होते हैं. हमारे कॉलेज में इस टाइप का मॉडल है. ठीक है. सो दिस इज अ स्क्रू बेसिकली जो हम घुमाते हैं. There is a pointer here and this is a measuring scale over here. ठीक है. So now how do we carry out the test? The pointer is first set at 0. Okay, so this pointer here, ठीक है, यहाँ पे scale का जो pointer है उसको हम पहले 0 पे set कर देते हैं. Then this screw here is rotated. The screw we will place the tablet. So ये जो तुमको दिख रहा है ना यहाँ पर, this point over here, okay, उसको हम पहले unscrew करेंगे, पूरे apparatus को unscrew करेंगे. We'll place a tablet in a vertical in the vertical direction. ठीक है, horizontally place नहीं करते, vertically place करेंगे. Okay, and then we will set the scale pointer to 0. And then you will rotate the screw. ये screw हम rotate करेंगे. And जैसे जैसे rotate करेंगे, वैसे वैसे tablet पे pressure पड़ेगा. Okay. And the screw moves in the upward direction and the pointer moves simultaneously. तो जैसे जैसे ये screw को तुम घुमाओगे, tablet पे pressure बढ़ेगा और यहाँ पे जो pointer है scale का, वो आगे आगे बढ़ेगा. So what, and the point where the tablet breaks, that is your hardness limit. ठीक है, कि इतना hard है tablet. That time we check कि कितना वो कहाँ किस point पे वो टूटा है. The value of hardness is always expressed in Newton, that is capital N, or in kg per centimeter. For example, मैंने एक tablet ले लिया और मैंने उसका hardness check किया and it breaks at 2 kilo per centimeter. So that is the hardness of my tablet. What is the limit which is specified by the Indian Pharmacopoeia is 5 kilo per centimeter. अगर 5 किलो per centimeter से ज्यादा के बाद अगर वो टैबलेट टूटता है, it means that it will fail basically. ठीक है, उससे ज्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए क्योंकि फिर वो जब हम कंज्यूम करेंगे it will not disintegrate in the blood circulatory system. ठीक है. Next is a disintegration test जो हम carry out करते हैं. So what is the meaning of disintegrate? The ability to break down. In the previous slide we saw that the tablet shouldn't be hard enough. If it is too hard, it will not disintegrate. Means what? It will not break down once it enters our system. Or to disintegrate means the ability to break down. So when you consume your drug, okay, your medicine, it is going to break down. The excipients are going to come out. Your API is going to come out, and then the API will go to the site of action and will do its work. That's when we feel हमको ठीक लगता है. right? We get the effect of the particular API. When that happens is कब होता है वो, जब tablet disintegrate होता है या capsule disintegrate होता है. The test determines whether the dosage forms such as the tablets, capsules and suppositories disintegrate within a prescribed time when placed in a liquid medium under the prescribed experimental conditions. ये सब कितने टाइम के लिए करना है, कौन से लिक्विड मीडियम में रखना है, उसका टेम्परेचर क्या होना चाहिए, ये सारे चीजें मोनोग्राफ में स्पेसिफाई किया जाता है. ओके, for a particular drug it will be specified which liquid medium to use or what are the temperature conditions that need to be given and for how much time you have to carry out the disintegration test. Disintegration is defined as a state in which no residue of the unit under test remains on the mesh screen of the apparatus, and if it remains, it consists of fragments such as insoluble coating of the tablet or of the capsule shells or melted fatty substances. So when you will carry out the practical act physically, जब तुम practical करोगे, or if you watch a video on YouTube, these videos are available and you should watch these videos on YouTube, okay, for all the 4 tests. So it is like कि अगर वो tablet जो है मेरा coated है, okay, it has an outer coating, मैं disintegration test carry out कर रही हूँ, so the outer coating if it is not soluble in that liquid medium it will not disintegrate, है ना, वो रह जाएगा. या तो फिर कैप्सूल का जो शेल है वो भी डिसइंटीग्रेट अगर नहीं होगा तो इट विल रिमेन इन द मेश स्क्रीन, बट अदर देन दैट नो अदर रेसिड्यू ऑफ योर टैबलेट शुड रिमेन इन द apparatus or in the mesh screen. Now the disintegration tester, it looks something like this, ठीक है, उसको basket rack रहता है, there is a box, ठीक है, तो this over here, this is your basket rack, ठीक है, with 6 tube holders. This down is your bath जिसमें हम liquid medium रखते हैं. It could be anything, it could be water or it could be a buffer or it could be gastric medium हो सकता है. It will be prescribed in the monograph. Okay. So it consists of a basket rack holding 6 plastic tubes and it is covered by a mesh screen. The testing fluid is heated. One dosage unit is placed in each of the 6 tubes of the basket rack and the apparatus is set on. तो पहले हम ये बात में क्या करेंगे? We will fill it with the water. If, for example, I have an uncoated tablet, the testing fluid is water. ठीक है? So I will fill it with distilled water. Basically, I will fill my this bath with distilled water. Okay, and ये जो basket rack है, it will have a mesh screen. I'll put my tablets, 6 tablets that become 1 unit is 1 tablet. Okay, I'll put it in the 6 test tubes. So यहाँ पर एक basket में 6 है, एक basket में 6 है. So one time I can carry out 12 tests on 12 tablets. Okay, and then I will set it on. After it is heated, मैं apparatus चालू करूँगी. Okay, so what will happen is ये जो यहाँ पर ये जो rods है, ये जो यहाँ पे rods है, it will move the basket rack up and down. ठीक है, ऊपर नीचे के का movement वो करता है. The basket is immersed into the bath of suitable testing fluid at 37 degrees Celsius. Why 37 degrees Celsius? Because our body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. ठीक है? The example I have given is for compressed uncoated tablets. The testing fluid is water. So when this happens, ये ऊपर नीचे जाता है and it will show whether it is disintegrating or not. We will literally see the tablet breaking down. ठीक है? We will record the time till full disintegration takes place. So जब वो पूरा disintegrate होगा, कोई residue नहीं बचेगा and the water उस पूरे पानी में जो हमारा बाथ है उस water में वो क्या पूरा disintegrate हो जाएगा. Now what is the limit? The disintegration test, DT stands for disintegration test, for uncoated tablets is 15 minutes. Means what? Within 15 minutes, my uncoated tablet should disintegrate. And for my coated tablets, it's 2 hours. Yani ki I will carry out the disintegration test. The basket will move up and down in the water for 2 hours. And it will take 2 hours for the coated tablets to disintegrate completely. But my uncoated tablets will disintegrate within 50, max to max 20 minutes. Okay, that's how disintegration test is carried out. Next is my dissolution test. Dissolution is the state when the solutes dissolve in the solvent and form the solution. Okay, this is basic dissolution ka definition. It is used to assess expected drug release from a pharmaceutical product such as tablets and कैप्सूल्स। डिसइंटीग्रेशन में क्या हो रहा था, हम देख रहे थे कि टैबलेट कितने टाइम में disintegrate, it breaks down. But dissolution का मतलब क्या है, we are checking that how much time it takes for that drug to come out of the pharmaceutical product, means my API to get released from my tablet or from my capsule and go to its site of action and do its work. It is designed to determine the compliance with the dissolution requirement for solid dosage forms administered orally. The data obtained is used when assessing the changes in manufacturing process or formulation and assisting decision concerning need of these studies. So हम कब करते हैं dissolution test? अब हमको check करना है कि कितने time में ये if I'm coming up with a new formulation, ठीक है, of paracetamol or solid dosage only, but I'm coming up with a new formulation using new excipients or binders or something like that. So I need to check how much time will it take for my particular API, that's paracetamol, to come out from this new formulation because I'm using new excipients and binders. Okay, so that's when we carry out dissolution tests. Or if I'm coming up with a new formulation, completely new drug in the market, and I need to carry out bioavailability studies, I will go for dissolution test. It will help measure the rate of drug release from the dosage form. Same thing, how much time it takes for that particular API to come out from its dosage form, whether it's a tablet or it is a capsule. Now, what is the apparatus? This is a common apparatus for dissolution. Okay, it has a bath. This is your bath, basically your basket. Okay, ये individual है. These are single baskets, and this long spindle you can see is basically your paddle. Okay, the components are paddle, basket, stirrer, and vessel. The dissolution medium will be a buffered solution here, and it will be specified in each monograph. Okay, unlike disintegration where we are using water, unless it is specified to use a different medium or test liquid medium. In case of dissolution, we always go with a buffered solution which is specified in the monograph. Dissolution also mimics how the drug or the particular formulation will dissolve in our body system. For example, for paracetamol, the dissolution medium is phosphate buffer. So if I need to carry out my dissolution test, मुझे करना है paracetamol के लिए, तो मेरा यहाँ पे medium क्या रहने वाला है, मैं phosphate buffer particular pH का 5.8 के pH का बनाकर मैं उसको test के लिए use करूँगी. So these are the two types of apparatus which are generally used for dissolution testing. And when you refer a monograph, they will tell you whether you have to do the dissolution testing with a type 1 apparatus or a type 2 apparatus. It's not very different. The setup remains the same, but the difference between the rotating basket and between the paddle. So in apparatus 1, we have a rotating basket. Okay? The vessel is made of a borosilicate glass. It has a semi-hemispherical bottom. Capacity is 1000 ml, that is 1 liter. The shaft, as in this paddle which moves, ठीक है, जो shaft रहता है, it is stainless steel. It rotates smoothly without significant wobble, and it has a speed regulator. ठीक है, the water bath is always mentioned at 37 degrees Celsius because again here we are mimicking our body system. ठीक है, it is used for what? Tablets, capsules, delayed release suppositories, floating dosage forms. ठीक है, those dosage forms which tend to float in the medium. For those we are using rotating basket. Type 2 apparatus is having a paddle, which means it is almost similar. The vessel remains the same as the basket apparatus, as in ऐसे ही उसका बात रहता है, ठीक है? But the shaft, the blade passes through the shaft. यानी कि see, यहाँ पे basket है, ठीक है? ये एक basket है. This is your bath, ठीक है? यहाँ पे एक basket है और यहाँ पे blades है. That is the only difference between both the types of apparatus, ठीक है? This basket is present, so उसमें mesh जैसा रहता है, एक तो सा basket रहता है, and in that we place our dosage form, ठीक है, या तो tablet या capsule हम उसमें रखेंगे, and the shaft जो रहता है, it will move, so it is connected something like this, और ये ऐसे move होगा, so your basket is actually rotating, that's why it's called rotating basket, ठीक है. And the second type में क्या रहता है कि उसकी blades बाहर रहते हैं, यहाँ पर blades नहीं है. You have it in the type 2 apparatus, there are blades. The blade passes through the shaft, so that the bottom of the blade fuses with the bottom of the shaft. So basically it's nothing, उसका मतलब यही है कि जो blade का जो bottom है, this right here is the blade of the bottom, right? And the same जहाँ पे वो intersect करता है is the blade, is the bottom of your shaft. So it will just fuse. So the blade comes out. So the stirring element is made of Teflon, blah blah. The water bath again is at 37 degrees Celsius. Platinum wire is used to prevent the tablet from floating. So what happens here is basically the tablets which tend to float up, उसको वो prevent करेगा. ठीक है? It will, the paddle will keep moving, the shaft will keep rotating. ठीक है? And the dosage form doesn't tend to float up like it will happen in the rotating basket. It is the only difference between the two types of apparatus. यहाँ पे ये mesh वाला basket है और यहाँ पे actual blades है जो move करेंगे. So whenever you have to carry out dissolution testing, so you have to refer the particular monograph of that tablet and they will tell you whether you have to use type 1 apparatus or a type 2 apparatus. Okay? And why they're using platinum wire in this type 2 apparatus is to prevent the tablet or the capsule from floating up in the bath. Okay? So this the setup remains the same, the apparatus is the same, working will also remain the same. This is your bath right here and this is the type 1 apparatus. It has it has baskets, if you can see. क्योंकि उसमें baskets है. If it was a type 2, ये basket के जगह पे blades रहते थे. Okay, that is the only difference between the two. Rest, the medium for dissolution remains the same. You use a buffered solution. Okay, so what happens is ये यहाँ पे you will enter कि for how much of like what would should be the speed of the rotating shaft and all the input you have to give put inside there. You have to on it and it will just do its work. ठीक है, वो move करते रहेगा and you have to wait till the entire dosage dissolves. Okay, and then if you have to, ये हो गया qualitative analysis. अगर quantitative करना है, यानी कितना amount है वो सब करना है, so we'll take a particular amount of um, the solution from the basket, from from the bath over here, उसको हम dilute करेंगे with the same buffered solution and फिर हम उसका UV vis spectroscopy करेंगे. We will go for the spectroscopic analysis. Okay, and then we will plot the graph and everything. When you do the if you get to do the practical, then तुमको वो चीजें करनी, जब तुम करोगे तो easily समझेगा. You can also refer to the YouTube videos for all the 4 tests जहाँ पे वो लोग दिखाते हैं कि कैसे क्या होता है. So for detail, if you want for a detailed information or for your own knowledge, you can definitely refer the videos. ठीक है, तो वो दिमाग में तुम्हारे रह जाएगा when you refer the videos. Okay, so that's all for today. A very short lecture. ठीक है, we are just covered the tests that we carry out for solid dosage forms, right? Tomorrow we will be having the last lecture on this unit where we will cover the tests with respect to liquid dosage forms, that is your injectables basically, or your other liquid formulations like syrup and stuff. And we will have a complete revision on the entire chapter, okay, on the entire unit कि हमने क्या क्या पढ़ा है. पढ़ के आना कल, ठीक है? If you have any doubts, then let me know about it. Okay, so far are the topics clear? किसी को कोई doubt है तो पूछ सकते हैं. यहाँ पे सिर्फ 8 ही नाम है, क्यों? Other people have not put their name in the chat box for the attendance. No doubt. Okay. आज तुम लोग बहुत कम नहीं हो, सिर्फ 12 ही जन हो. ओके ठीक है, चलेगा देन। विल एंड द सेशन हियर इटसेल्फ। ठीक है, कल मिलेंगे। ओके, इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट्स लेट मी नो अबाउट इट। चलो, बाय बाय।